Emotional intelligence isn't just about understanding your emotions. It's also about knowing when not to create one. Forget being a master of your moods. It's time to realize you are actually their architect. Our emotions don't sit inside us, prepackaged and waiting to be felt. We build them. But here's the question. Can you take control of that construction and change your life? Let's find out. You might think that what you see and hear every day determines how you feel. Actually, it's usually the other way around. How you feel shapes your perception. The sensory data currently reaching your brain has a greater influence on your perception than the outside world. Here's a striking example. In a 2011 study on judges, Israeli scientists found something surprising. Before lunch, judges were far more likely to deny parole requests. After they ate, their decisions went back to normal. But the judges weren't aware of this. They didn't experience their physical sensations as hunger. They experienced them as evidence of their decision. Your brain is not just a meaning-making machine. It's also a massive control center that manages your body 24/7. From your heartbeat to your blood sugar levels, it regulates everything within seconds. Your body is constantly sending signals to your brain. But your brain doesn't report all these details to you. Because if you could feel your liver filtering toxins in real time, you wouldn't be able to focus on the outside world. So instead, the brain creates a low-resolution summary of all this inner chaos. In neuroscience, we call this affect. It's not an emotion. It's a rough summary of your body's internal state. Is it pleasant or unpleasant? Are you agitated or calm? Comfortable or uncomfortable? Affect is always there. Sometimes in the foreground, sometimes in the background, but always reflecting your physical state. That's why when you take a simple painkiller, not only your pain decreases, your negative feelings often do too. Emotions are something else. Emotions are the story your brain tells about what is causing those bodily signals. Your brain is constantly asking, what caused this change? And what should I do about it? To find the answer, your brain looks at your past experiences, finds a similar moment, and creates an action plan. And by action, I don't just mean moving your body. The first actions are internal. Should your heart beat faster or slower? Should the blood vessels constrict or dilate? Should your breathing deepen or stay shallow? These are the first plans. Then, within milliseconds, your muscles follow. And the way you experience the world emerges from these motor plans. So when you create an emotion, what you're really doing is giving meaning to your bodily sensations. For example, most of us tend to generate anxiety when facing uncertainty. Uncertainty activates the system, and we usually fall back on this assumption. Arousal equals anxiety. But sometimes you're just in a state of uncertainty, not anxiety. Remember, every category your brain builds is an action plan. If you label a feeling as anxiety, your plan is run or freeze. If you label that same feeling as uncertainty, your plan changes. Seek information. You tolerate the discomfort for a while, observe, and gather data. We have much more control than we think over how we label these feelings, and consequently, how we change our reality. We can train ourselves to experience a pounding heart not as a threat, but as a sign of readiness or determination. If you have a bad feeling inside, it doesn't always mean something is wrong with your life. Sometimes it just means you're pushing your body budget too far. Emotion regulation is not about controlling emotions directly. It's about changing your affect. A good night's sleep, a healthy meal, a walk in the sun. These aren't just self-care cliches. They are neuroscientific interventions that change the very story your brain tells about the world. So, what does knowing all of this actually change? First, you stop defining yourself by your emotions. Instead of saying, I'm an angry person or I'm depressed, you start realizing that sometimes you just feel this way because you've been pushing your body too hard. And here's the interesting part. When you change your physical state, your affect, that emotional weight often starts to fade too. In emotional regulation practices, deep breathing is almost always recommended. The reason isn't some mystical secret. It's because changing your breathing rhythm is a direct hack into your effect. Now you might think, so I just focus on my breath and everything is solved? Well, even if it doesn't solve every external problem, you can view it as a conscious step you're taking for yourself. And sometimes that first step is all you need. I hope every step you take brings you a little closer to yourself.